You see his daily double like right as we're in this pod right now. They put out a tweet like days before second week is projected to have the largest drop in Billboard history.
of all
Like
time.
it's dropping 92%. It's 92%
Come on, man.
Got more vinyls, bro.
Like to what end? To what end? You know what I'm saying? Like obviously you're getting your first week off of the vinyls and the special bonus versions and the bonus version of a bonus version or whatever. But like to what end? And like I think it just makes like it makes him look kind of thirsty. I think I don't buy that shit. It makes him look super thirsty. I'm like, what? Why was this the week where you was like, I want to go against Sabrina Carpenter and you still lost? And again, like I'm aware the industry's rigged. Okay, I know the industry's rigged. I know that it is what it is. I'm pretty sure Sabrina Carpenter's people was like, hell no. If you do this shit, she ain't doing no radio. She ain't doing no. Like,
Oh, for sure.
I'm pretty sure that they did that. But I think just the idea that like I don't think that this made anything exciting in the overall real world. We remember Kanye versus 50. Everybody was talking about that. CNN was talking about that shit. You remember Born a Sinner versus Jesus. Everybody was talking about that shit. Like that was like a big deal. It was like too heavy. And we don't even really have heavy hitters come out the same day no more like that. Like people will literally move out the way. So because that's how segmented and fragmented this audience is, where everyone listens to everyone. You know what I'm saying? And that's to me like the biggest thing that I see with hip hop right now is that the audience is further segmented because now you've really set a line in the sand where if you listen to this group of artists, you cool. If you listen to this group of artists, you're not really that cool because they're not hot right now, and no one's listening to everybody. So you get an issue where if Travis had not done the bundles, he probably would have sold as much as Lotto did, and I don't think people would have wanted to have that conversation. I think he might have been trying to avoid that conversation.
And my thing too with Travis, but like, what's the shame in that for a 10-year mixtape? Like,
Yep.
There's no shame in doing 29K first week off a 10-year tape, bro. Like, it's not a new release. Like, I understand if you want to sell some vinyls because like it's people like Mark, of course, like they want that piece of history to own it. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with that. My thing was like, it gets to the J5 thing. Like, when is enough enough? Like, why? What was getting a number one project this week gonna do?
Nothing.
When like it was always gonna drop like this. And Sabrina Carpenter, we all knew. We were talking about it. We all knew her project was gonna have sustainability after week one. It was gonna do the 300 something K, and it's gonna do 100 something K for at least 3 more weeks, probably.
Yeah,
like it's gonna stabilize. Where we all knew the Travis thing was gonna. People were gonna want the vinyls, and then after the first week, in the merch, and then after the first week. We weren't gonna. Nobody was really gonna be that invested in it. Yeah. So my thing is, Travis, like you have to notice, like, what was the point? I want to know what is getting a number one off of this or going this hard. Like, I don't know what the end goal was. Like,
I stunted on pop music. I'm the biggest rapper ever in a year where the biggest rapper ever is kind of humbled, and the other biggest rapper ever is back on hiatus again. Hiatus, and the two biggest. I think it really shows like. There is a tier. It's Kendrick and Drake, and it's Travis. There's everybody kind of else under it, and you know you have like again no fault in trying to make your biggest project event because rap is very devoid of an event album this year. There is no event album I guess if Cardi comes out, that's somewhat of an event album as much regardless of how you feel about her music. That's an event because it's the first time in 7 years coming out.
I thought you were talking about Playboy.
Oh, I thought you said Carti. I'm about to say Cardi B.
But that's the thing. I also feel like with Playboy Cardi, it's make or break. It's got to do like to me it's got to do like 200 in order for all of the hype to be justified.
What did Whole Lotta Red do? Like 100K flat?
Yeah, like one. But it surprise dropped on Christmas. It surprise dropped on Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying?
Like, literally 100K flat, like 100K, right on 100.
But 2024 is a little bit different for Cardi right now. I mean, you got your big pop record, you got your big rap record.
I think he's bigger now. He's bigger than he was then. Now I think, or at least the internet, the lore would lead you to believe that. Like, I'm with J5 though. Like, this is it for Cardi. Like, if he can't do 170K, like at least like. If he can't do it, I don't think he needs to do "We Don't Trust You" numbers because I don't think he's gonna have a record as big as like that on there. But if he has to at least be able to separate himself from the third tier type of guys, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need you to do Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole. I don't even need you to do the Future. We don't trust you, Travis Scott. But you have to come right below that, bro.
On the same accord, he's been around for a decade too. I don't think we've actually recognized that he's been around for a very long time too.
Yep.
And not to say that anyone has a specific time they need to blow up, but like he's not exactly like fresh. If that, like, he's not fresh, you know what I'm saying? He's not a new artist anymore. And I love Playboy Cardi. Like I think he's great. I think he's leapfrogged his contemporaries in that same class. Lil Uzi is not doing those numbers and not getting the attention that Playboy Cardi is. He had a chance last year. I think he fumbled it. I think what with Cardi is it's different because there's an aura around him. You're right. Like, but he hasn't put anything out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't put anything out, and it's hard to gauge what he's gonna do. Cardi B, like, it's hard to gauge what she's gonna do too. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you feel about her music, that's gonna be an event. Cardi and Carti are gonna be an event. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Unless Drake and Kendrick put something out, we got 3 months left in the year. It could happen, but for right now, there's really nothing like event happening. So I figured Travis said, let's try to make something out of this. Let's try to make an event out of this. It's the biggest hip hop release. He beat Eminem this year. Eminem, who also had merch when he came out with his album. Like, it just shows like Travis still has the eyes and the ears of the teen market, and they're only growing up with him. You know what I mean? Like you got to remember, Travis Scott fans are a little bit younger than we were listening to Drake. So like they're maybe 2 years below us. So there's still, there's still some legacy gap there. But I don't know, man. Like I look at this and I'm just like, look at the billboards right now, man.